It came! It came! It finally came! Oh my gosh. Do you guys know what this is? I've been waiting for this. One of my favorite characters. Wait, before I open it, I need somebody. I need somebody's help to do this review. Another Dragon Ball fan that lives in this house with me. Chloe!
Yeah?
Oh, you're right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, coming all the way from China, the new Demoniacal fit Gogeta. Let's get the bubble wrap off. A lot of people are getting the Kamioni Gogeta, which is cool, and it looks really good. I do have one Kamioni, which is the Goku bike Kamioni. That one is really good. All right. Savage Duo. All right, so we got him out of the box, the little shipper box, and first thing I'm pleased with is the fact that he is not damaged at all, because I see a lot of people posting in several Facebook groups and even the reviews on AliExpress about how people are bummed out because the box comes damaged or crushed and they're afraid that the figure is going to be broken. Luckily, we did not have that issue. Maybe it will be broken, but we were not going to be able to tell. So let's open it. Chloe, what do you think so far?
That's pretty.
I know it's been said before, but these third-party companies do a much better job, I think, at these characters.
And the picture, like, where it's red and green, it's like not really like in the show because the confetti rainbow's not red and green.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. In the scene, which we're gonna edit in here.
Not even you can survive this one, Omega. It has enough power to extinguish every cell in your body.
I guess let's start. Alright. Gogeta! So, yeah, you immediately take them out of the box and just totally see the quality. Isn't it insane? The day and age that we live in where you get a third party, technically knockoff figure, and the quality is this good. You can just touch it and it feels on par, if not better, than some SH Figure Arts, which is crazy. And SH Figure Arts just constantly recycles the same characters over and over again, sort of like you see with a lot of companies that do like Hasbro Marvel Legends, just constantly giving us, you know, Spider-Man and Wolverine and Captain America, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously there are people that like variety. There are completionists that like to complete the entire roster of a certain, you know, series or TV show or comic book or manga. And a lot of these companies just slack. And I think it's because they know they can just wait and quietly put everything out over the years and just keep on reselling the same product over and over again, and people will spend money on it, especially new collectors that just get into it. But this guy's phenomenal. First thing I notice is how clean he looks. The matte finish on his hair. Chloe, what do you think?
He's cool.
Yeah? Go ahead. Yeah, put your hand and touch him. Who's your favorite character, Chloe?
Trunks.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my top ones.
Can you do a split?
Yeah, you can. That's what we're gonna test in a minute. She can't wait to see the confetti effect.
How does he have purple hands?
Because those come. So actually, good question, Chloe. Let's explain to you and the viewers that may not know, the 1% that may not know. But he even comes. This is really cool. This is something that the third-party companies, I believe, started doing long before Bandai started doing it, which is releasing parts for other action figures in a release.
So that's Goku.
So these are Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's hands. And funny enough, I don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but I do have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So now Goku gets these cool fusion hands too. So I definitely have to get Vegeta. Actually, first, this is gonna bother me. I want to attach his tail right away. So let's put his tail. Let's pop it in. Look, it's seamless, perfect, beautiful. I mean, that looks great. Okay, and now, Chloe, we're gonna attach the confetti hand, okay?
Okay, yay, this is no matter waiting for.
So take that hand off, put this one on. Well, I gotta say, so far, just being able to switch his hands off so easily, it's insane. The quality is so good that there's no issues. I don't feel like I'm gonna break
His
it.
hand up, yeah.
Yeah, and so we gotta get
That was
that.
just more confetti.
Yeah, and you know what's cool is that they are another company. I forgot the name of it, but they are releasing Omega Shenron in the next couple months apparently. So Gogeta will be able to be displayed with Shenron. So you will be able to actually do a true to form GT display. All right, so we have the confetti hand. But it doesn't feel quite right. I think we're missing something, Chloe. What do you think we're missing?
Something that's out.
No, that's not missing that pal. For Gogeta, something doesn't seem, he's doing the confetti, but something seems off. What do you think? His face!
Oh,
He's got to laugh, right, while he's doing it. He's playing a joke. One thing I definitely am bummed out about, though, is that Kamione definitely won in terms of accessories. Their Gogeta has the tongue sticking out face, which is really, really cool. And Demoniacal Fit didn't give us that. If they had given us the tongue sticking out effect, I would say that if Demoniacal Fit, rather, gave us the tongue sticking out face, then I think that they would have won hands down. So that face it looks really cool. There's actual depth in the mouth. It's not just a painted mouth, right? They actually molded it so it looks like, you know, his mouth is open and, you know, there's a hole basically there.
yeah, I feel like it will not be painted because how can they make teeth so small?
Right. And now Chloe, with the real face on, that's the real face that we want. Now we can pose him and do the hilarious confetti scene. So we'll have him like this. Enough playing around. Time to unleash my most devastating attack. It's funny because I've never been a big GT enjoyer. My brother was the one that got me into Dragon Ball Z as a kid. Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z. And he would always say, oh, Dragon Ball GT isn't canon, so I don't really know much about it. And then I would be like, oh, okay. And because I followed his lead, I'd be like, well, if he doesn't care about it, I guess I'm not going to care about it because it doesn't seem like a good show. Because I trusted my older brother and his opinions. But then as I got older and I formed my own opinions and I became my own person, I realized actually GT is, I think, awesome. I know that it's not technically canon and it was made up kind of whole cloth to make into a TV show, but you can't deny the character designs in GT. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call this a review. It's more like general thoughts, I think, but you know what to expect if you're watching this, which is the articulation is phenomenal. I've had a few minutes to mess around with this guy. And I guess the biggest concerns for me were quality control, right? Because Demoniacal Fit has had some releases in the past from reviews that I've watched from like other YouTubers, where sometimes they have dropped the ball here and there. But it's phenomenal. I mean, everything about this guy, it's like I'm blown away with how impressive it is. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Replacing the hands and the faceplates is better than, I mean, just to show you, for example, I love Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He is, I think, my favorite form. Always has been, probably always will be. But this figure, unless I got a bad one from the factory, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, his quality control is awful. His joints are a little bit loose, and put this down for a second. The biggest issue for me is his faceplates, is they are constantly popping off. And so, you can see that the way this system here, the way they did it, there's not much, I guess, for this to grab onto, right? For the little pegs here to grab onto. And so, for me, it's a constant issue of pushing the faceplate back in to make it look normal if I'm posing him, if I'm doing photography, whatever it might be. Even if I'm just displaying him in the shelf. And if you turn his neck the wrong way, whichever way, then you'll notice that it doesn't take long before his face or his hair pegs here just start popping out. And this is a officially licensed Bandai product, right? And so tell me why this is worse. And this was more expensive, by the way, than this guy, who was made in some random Chinese factory. Although I do have this conspiracy theory that I believe all these companies are operating out of the same factory as SH Figure Arts. Now I know that's not true, but in my headcanon it makes sense. Because I think Bandai and SH Figure Arts are made in Japan or Korea, I believe, as opposed to these, I think, being made in Chinese factories. It's got to be something where the people that work over at Bandai and SH Figure Arts are secretly also making these in their free time or something. Like, I don't know. And I'm still surprised as to how they are able to operate totally unimpeded without consequence. We did see allegedly some raids that happened a few months back, which resulted in the cancellation of the LS Studios Beast Gohan, which apparently just went back up for pre-order, and I have it pre-ordered. It was supposed to ship this week, but it didn't. Anyway, so I really don't know what's going on with all of that stuff. It really doesn't matter to me at the end of the day. These figures from the third-party companies are truly a lesson in capitalism, where if a company drops the ball and doesn't please their fans and doesn't make a good product, or just keeps re-releasing the same product over and over again, another company will step up and pick up the ball and keep running. And you can see that the fans don't care at the end of the day. I would venture to say that a lot of fans, I would say, especially maybe younger collectors that aren't as in the know and don't really understand how like the sausage is made and stuff, they probably don't even realize that companies like Demoniacal Fit or Tansen Art, Kamione, whatever, are unofficial companies. They probably just are scrolling the internet and see something pop up on eBay or AliExpress, and they click the buy button with little to no thought just because it looks like a good figure. If you're really involved in the community and you know you watch all the YouTubers and you're actively waiting for releases and stuff, then you're going to be more in the know with this stuff, and you understand that this is all technically illegal. I guess I'm holding an illegal figure, right? So if I had to recommend this, I would recommend it. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I would say maybe, 9 out of 10. I think the articulation is great. I think the quality control is obviously great. The likeness to the character that they were trying to adapt is great. The only thing that I think it lacked on a little bit is accessories, believe it or not, even though he still comes pretty stacked with accessories. But to me, maybe another faceplate with the tongue sticking out would have been awesome. So I would recommend this. Obviously, my daughter loved it. She had fun. She has a few SH Figure Arts too that I passed over to her, and she has her little anime shelf that she calls it in her room. But I think that these are awesome, and I can't wait for them to release more and more characters at this point. I can't wait to get the Omega Shenron that is going to be coming out from, I think I remember the name was Bloodfang Studios or something like that. So the rendering looks good, but obviously the 3D rendering of a figure and the actual product that is made can be two separate things. So we will see, but I'll probably still buy it. That's it. Highly recommend. Peace.